This is the armhole line and the chest line. The armhole line is normally 2 inches above the chest line, but when you're sewing a shirt, you remove 1 inch for ease. I left 2 inches on this side, which is where the buttons will be. The shoulder slant is 1 inch. The neck width and depth is 2.5 inches. For the armhole curve, we have to find the midpoint. On that midpoint, mark half an inch inwards, then connect your curve like this. Before we continue with the curve, we need to mark the bust circumference divided by 4 plus your sewing allowance. Mark this on the chest and bust line. Then let's continue with our armhole curve. Let's move on to the waist. On the waistline, mark the waist circumference divided by 4 plus your sewing allowance. Connect the lines like I just did. On the hemline, mark the hip circumference divided by 4 plus your sewing allowance. Please pay attention to this part. On this shoulder, we are going to remove 1 inch from it and add it to the back. But remember, we need to join the shoulder with ½ inch. So instead of removing 1 inch, I'll remove ½ inch. The ½ inch is going to serve as my joining allowance. What I will be cutting off is ½ inch instead of 1 inch. I placed the front on another fabric so that I can cut the back, and I made sure to fold in the 2 inches like this. Cut the back armhole. Add the 1 inch you took out from the front shoulder to the back plus ½ inch for joining, making it 1.5 inches. The neck depth for the back is 1 inch and the width is the same 2.5 inches. Sew the shoulders. On these 2 inches you left for the bottom, fold it in like this. After folding, you should have 1 inch. This is the wrong side of the fabric. After folding, you sew it. I'm done sewing it. I also attached the sleeve. Sew the sides. Fold the hemline and the sleeves. Let's move on to the neckline. Measure around the neckline like this. Whatever you get, divide it by 2. I got 18 inches divided by 2 is 9 plus ½ inch sewing allowance. Then I drew a straight line like this. The collar stand is 1.5 inches plus ½ inch sewing allowance, and the collar is 2 inches plus ½ inch for sewing allowance. On this end, measure 1 inch inwards like this. Then from that 1 inch, make a curve like this. On this end, measure ½ inch upwards like this. Then connect the ½ inch to that 1 inch you made on the collar stand. Then you are going to blend the ½ inch towards the middle of the collar like this. Once you're done, you cut. Place your pattern paper on your fabric. Your fabric should be on fold. Then you cut two parts. Place them together like this, so from one end to the other. Then on the bottom, fold it inwards with a half an inch left. I'm done sewing it and I folded the bottom inwards with half an inch. I am marking half inch on my neckline. That is where I am going to place the collar. So starting from the midpoint, I am going to place the collar on the neckline like this and sew. After attaching the collar to the neckline, top stitch it. The buttons should be placed on the left side of the shirt, and I'm leaving 3 inches space in between the buttons. You can make yours smaller than that if you wish. Leave your questions in the comment section and I will see you in my next one. Bye.